Okay, next up we have Karen Witemeyer, she was voted the #1 reader's favorite Christian romance author in 2019.
Hello, I'm excited to be here. I write Christian historical romance. I have published, this is my 27th book, and I enjoy writing stories that have humor, that have feisty heroines, and of course we have to have a cowboy hero. For all my books are set in Texas, so that's just something that's fun. I've really enjoyed having the chance to research different areas in Texas, and some are closer to home, some are further away, but that's been something that's been fun. As all of my books are set there, I've kind of had the opportunity to explore. My latest series is the Texas Ever After series, and as you might be able to tell from the name, these are Western reimaginings of classic fairy tales. So as a girl, when I was little, I still remember I had one of those Fisher-Price record players, and my mom had this big stack of Disney movie music and storybooks, and I would just listen to them over and over again. I just loved all those classic fairy tales. I've been a romantic at heart like since the cradle. I mean, it's just forever. And so I thought, I've seen a lot of reimagined fairy tales in like sci-fi stories, in contemporary stories, in dystopian type stories, but I haven't really seen very many in the Western genre, and so I thought that would be fun to try to explore. So the first book in the series, Fairest of Heart, is kind of a Snow White retelling. So instead of the 7 dwarfs, you have 7 retired drovers on the Diamond D Ranch, and so there's a lot of you'll see a lot of Easter eggs in there, kind of giving nods to the classic movies that we remember as children. This most recent one is If the Boot Fits. And yes, that was inspired by Woody from Toy Story. But this is a little bit of a gender swap from the classic Cinderella story. So the hero is the one who leaves his boot behind at the ball, and she's the one that has to track him down. She's kind of the cattle princess, the daughter of the cattle king of the county. And so I'll read just a short excerpt towards the beginning. Asher Ellis, Cinderella, so Asher Ellis is the cowboy hero, and he is sure that the heroine's father, who is a big, powerful, wealthy man, has evicted his stepmother without cause, and so he's looking for proof. He sneaks into the ball that was created by the father to get a husband for the daughter. She wants nothing to do with it, right? She's like, how dare you even try to do this? This is my choice, that kind of thing. So she's a little bit upset with what her dad has done. And so Asher is in there. He's hiding in the study under the couch, and she had just come in and is having this breakdown because of what her dad has done. Asher peeked under the sofa, praying he'd find no feet in his field of view. He's hoping she's already left. Technically, no feet were visible, but only because Miss Deering's fancy blue dress swept the carpet, hiding everything beneath. Asher bit back a groan. His one chance to find the evidence necessary to reclaim his family's home was obliterated by a petulant princess and her ill-timed tirade. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. The uncooperative woman remained unmoved by his silent pleas. She remained unmoved altogether, stuck in that singular spot as if a pair of needle-wielding mice had scurried beneath her hem and sewn her slippers to the expensive carpet. Asher's lips twitched at the thought. He'd have to tell Fergus about that one. His little brother was constantly creating stories about mischievous animals, usually when he needed someone to blame his own mischief on. But the kids' imaginative tales delighted their mother, and anything that lightened Mama Bess's load was worth encouraging. Plus, imagining Miss Snooty squealing and dashing about the room after discovering said mice was a pleasure too rich to resist. She'd be barefoot, of course, having pulled her feet from the immovable slippers in a panic, her dress hiked up, her fancified hair askew. She'd scream for Daddy, and of course Daddy and probably half the men in the ballroom would come running, guns drawn. Asher's amusement died. His little fantasy had taken a dangerous turn. He needed fewer people in the study, not more, and there definitely should not be any weapons involved, especially since the only creature currently hunkering on all fours in this room was him. So we go on. He leaves his boot in a heroic effort of saving the heroine's brother from drowning in a pond. And they go on from there as she's trying to figure out who this mystery man really is. So thank you very much for having me and for being here today.